A slider that stays upstairs, ball one. So the Yakima Bears used to play in Yakima County Stadium, and on this date in 2005, they had a player make a debut by the name of Ryan Doherty. The pitcher came in relief in that game and win a couple innings, pitched well, went 1-2-3 both frames. Here's the 1-0 from Ben Larson, fouled back, evens the count at 1-1. One on, runner on third, Ridgefield up by 4. So Ryan Doherty made his debut on June 23rd, 2005, and pitched a perfect 6th and 7th innings. A memorable day for him, but also in professional baseball history, as he became the tallest baseball player in professional baseball history for Yakima. 1-1 pitch is hit up high, taller than Ryan Doherty, and it falls down towards the first baseman Morales, who makes the catch in foul territory for out number 2 in this inning. Runner stays at third, and it brings up Chaz here in the top of the 7th. 2 down, runner on third. Ryan Doherty, by the way, 7'1" for the relief pitcher for Yakima, who made his debut on this date in 2005. Chaz Myers at the plate. First pitch to Chaz is just inside, maybe a bit high, ball one. Chaz also from University of the Pacific, as was the batter right in front of him who fouled out to the first baseman. Myers has a walk. He's also 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored, just like his college teammate. Takes inside and high, ball 2 from Ben Larson, who allowed a leadoff double but has gotten the next 2 guys out. Runner on third, 2 outs, an 8-4 lead for Ridgefield. We're in the top of the 7th. Infield straight up, similar for the outfield. 2-0 pitch from Ben Larson, slider that stays inside. Curls away from the hip of Chaz Myers, but not enough to get into the zone. He's behind 3-0 for the first time today. Myers, the third baseman, he and his University of Pacific teammate both got out in the first and fourth innings, walked in the 6th and scored. Inside in the 3-0, and Ben Larson has finally walked a batter. First time he's done that today. Runner on first and on third now. And Willie Lajoie to the plate, who has a double and a single, a run scored, and a fly out on the ball game. 2 outs, 4-run lead for the Raptors. Lajoie takes strike 1 from Willie. Ben Larson working out of the stretch. Infield almost in double play depth, not that they need to be, but they know Lajoie pulls the ball almost all the time. 0-1 pitch is an off-speed that's in there for a strike, 0-2. Lajoie rarely hits the ball to right field, but he actually did hit a couple to right field today, but flew out once and then a blooper that would have been caught had it not been lost in the sun and went for a double. 0-2 pitch to Willie, hits it up and again into the right side, but in the infield. Morales comes in and makes the catch, and the Raptors strand 2 Pippens in the inning. On 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 left on, no runs in the frame. And it's time to stretch here at the work. To the bottom of the 7th inning we go. It's the Raptors 8 and the Yakima Valley Pippens 4.
The win-win value lineup from Buffalo Wild Wings gets you more for less. With buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. It's like finding extra fries at the bottom of your bag. But they're boneless wings, and there's twice as many of them. What is this sorcery? It's Boneless Thursdays at B-Dubs. Available for dine-in, takeout, and delivery. BOGO of equal value at participating locations. Not valid with other offers. Size exclusions apply while supplies last. Limit 1. Delivery and takeout limited time. Delivery offer valid on Buffalo Wild Wings website and app, subject to availability. Fees may apply, plus taxes.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 105 and are
Grant Heiser to the plate to open up the bottom of the 7th inning. Ridgefield leading 8-4. Heiser has helped out. He scored twice today. A walk and a single. Heiser showing some wheels earlier, scoring on a missed throw from the catcher. Sprinted down from third, went around the bases twice. He has a ground out as well, so he's 1 for 2. The single and a walk. He's back to the plate out of Seattle University. Has a hit in each game this season. Granted, this is only the 4th game he's played this year. All 4 have been against Yakima Valley. Bottom of the 7th starts out with Heiser taking ball 1. From Yakima Valley pitcher Ryan Arredondo, who went the last inning, gave up 1 hit, but no runs allowed by Ryan. A 1-0 count to Heiser, the right-handed batter, takes it at the belt buckle, and it's strike 1 to Grant Heiser. 1-1's the count from the Camas native. Said it's a nice place to live. And a lot of people think, oh, you're from Camas, you must be rich. He says, no, it's not really true, but it is a really nice place to live. Enjoyed living there. And that's what I asked him, what's the stereotype about Camas? And he says people always think it's just a bunch of rich people living there. And he says that's not always the truth. 2-1 the count, and after that pitch goes outside. Arredondo throws 2-1. It's inside now, and Heiser some discipline to lay off, and it's 3-1 for Grant. Catcher out of Seattle U. Infield playing towards the lines for Grant. 3-1 pitch from Arredondo is down in the dirt, and Grant Heiser has drawn his 2nd walk of the ball game. He's reached base 3 times today. And it brings up Cody Darcy to the plate. A double and a hit by pitch on the day for Cody. He has also scored twice, just like the man in front of him. He scored behind Grant Heiser on 2 occasions, including on the same sequence in the 5th inning. Darcy to the plate with a double in his most recent plate appearance. First pitch to Cody this time is in the dirt. Cody doubled and then scored from second base on a pickoff attempt when the catcher threw over the third baseman's glove into left field, and Darcy scored from second on that play when Yakima Valley committed 2 errors on the same play. 1-0 pitch from Arredondo, hit hard to left field. This one dropped to the track and off the glove of the left fielder Williamson, and it's over the wall for a home run. Williamson throws his cap aside. He couldn't quite keep that ball in his glove, and Cody Darcy gets his 4th home run of the year. It's now 10-4. Ridgefield leads it. Cody Darcy launches one to left field into the wind, and neither the wind nor Noah Williamson could keep that ball in the park. Darcy has now tied the team lead with 4 home runs. It's his first homer since June 8th. All 4 of his home runs have come at this ballpark. 2 to left field, 1 to straightaway center, 1 to right. And it's 10-4, the Raptors leading, and still no outs in the bottom of the 7th. Off speed to Caden Connor, the 9-hole hitter. And that's fun to see for Cody. And he has started out the year hot, went through a little bit of a slump, but he has got 2 extra base hits today. He's reached base 3 times. He's scored 3 times. A strike to Caden Connor evens the count at 1-1. Darcy had only 1 hit in 3 hits since June 8th. As Caden Connor takes a ball up high 2-1. He had those 3 home runs in a 4 at-bat span across 2 games. Hit 2 home runs in his final 2 at-bats against Bend, then started the Portland series with a home run. But then, after that at-bat, went 5 hitless games and 3 games with 1 hit. Caden Connor takes a ball, 3-1 the count to Caden out of Cal State Fullerton. But now Cody today getting his first multi-hit game since June 6th, and a home run and a double on the day. On a day where Ridgefield is now 11 hits in the contest, Caden Caulfield. The Raptors have yet to have a ball game where 2 different players have hit a home run in the same game. They've had games where they've had multiple home runs, but it's always been the same player hitting multiple home runs. Cody Darcy, for example. Now, they did have 3 home runs by 3 different players this weekend, but that was a non-league game against Northwest Star Academy. Here's a payoff pitch with no outs to Caden Connor. It's inside, and Caden has walked. He also had a 2 RBI double on the day. He's walked twice now. He only had 2 walks in the season coming in. He doubles it today, and we're back to the top of the order here in the bottom of the 7th. John Peck to the plate, who has reached base every time today. Mound visit from the catcher, Carpentier, talking with Arredondo. It's 10-4, Raptors on top, bottom of the 7th. John Peck has walked, singled, and been hit by a pitch. He's gotten 1 RBI along the way, scored once. His 15th run. Which leads the team in that category. And actually has tied the league lead. Noah Williamson came in with 15 runs, although Noah has scored today, the Yakima Valley left fielder who nearly caught that ball and robbed a home run moments ago. Arredondo throws high, ball 1 to John Peck. Runner on first, still nobody out in this inning. Arredondo has faced 3 batters, walked, a home run by Darcy, and then another walk. Williamson leaped up at the wall in left center, and it bounced off his glove and went over. 1-0 pitch to Peck, ripped down the third baseline and just foul. Whether or not it would have left the yard had it not bounced off his glove is hard to say. I mean, that's about 360 feet away from us, and it was coming down off the bat. I thought that one was going to hit the scoreboard, but the wind batted it down, and it went right towards the top of the wall, and Williamson got his mitt on it, and it bounced up and over. Might have still left the yard even without it. I'm not sure. 1-1 pitch from Arredondo. Catches the outside corner, and, well, that's weird because Mike Carr usually has pointed to the side for strike calls, but this time he makes a different indication. I thought it was a strike call, and on the board they're putting a strike, so we'll call it 1-2 to John Peck. Runner on first, nobody out. Here's the 1-2, hit up the middle and past the diving shortstop Caballas. And that is a single for John Peck, his 3rd single of the ball game. Caden Connor holds at second base. Still nobody out in the frame. Ridgefield already scoring 2 on a 2-run shot by Cody Darcy. And then Caden Connor and John Peck a single. Or excuse me, a walk by Caden Connor and a single by Peck. And now Reese Hernandez to the plate. Reese has 2 singles in the ball game. Ridgefield with 12 hits in the contest. Still a ways away from their high on the season. They need 10 more to tie up what they did on June 5th, 22 base hits in that game against Bend. First pitch, a ball to Reese Hernandez. They're closer to the runs total, but they need 6 more to tie the 16 they got against Bend on June 5th. Arredondo behind 1-0 to Reese Hernandez, left-handed batter. Short leadoffs at first and second. It's upstairs, 2-0. Caden Connor at second. John Peck not being held on at first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Ridgefield leading by 6. Trying to get their first win against the Pippens this year on their 5th try. 2-0 pitch is over the plate but drops. Ball 3 from Arredondo. He's already walked 2 in the inning, giving up 2 hits. Ridgefield got 2 runs this inning to extend the lead from 4 to 6. Here's a 3-0 pitch from Arredondo over the plate and a strike, and Mike Carr continues to switch the strike call. Now he's pointing forward instead of to the side. But it is a strike call. 3-1 to Reese Hernandez out of San Jose State University. He does not swing at the 3-1, and it is a called strike. A full count to Reese Hernandez, with runners in first and second and nobody out in this inning. 5th batter of the frame. Kobe Morales on deck. Payoff pitch upcoming. Looking back at second, Arredondo comes to the plate, grounded to short. Caballas waits on it, underhands to second. Marenko throws to first, not in time. A fielder's choice that puts Caden Connor at third. It'll be runners on the corners and 1 out in the frame. John Peck retired at second for the first out of the inning. And Kobe Morales to the plate. Will Chambers on deck. Morales a single, a ground out, another ground out, and another single. 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Runners on the corners. Morales left-handed batter against right-handed pitcher. With 1 out, here comes Arredondo above the belt. Ball 1 from Ryan. Morales is from Downey, California. Says he likes growing up there. It's a good place to be, and wouldn't be surprised if he ends up back there, but he likes traveling and Wants to go a lot of places. 1-0 pitch to Kobe. Takes a big cut, but swings under it and fouls it back. 1-1 with 1 out. Runners on the corners. Says he hasn't traveled all that much yet internationally. He did go to Mexico once just to see family. Grew up in Downey, California, and baseball has taken him a number of places. Asked him where his favorite place was to travel, where it's brought him. He actually said here in the Pacific Northwest. Loves Ridgefield. Here's 1-1 pitch. Takes a huge swing, even bigger than the last one. Doesn't get it. It's 1-2 to Kobe, who has 2 home runs on the year. One of them to deep right field over the Orchard, short right field porch up in Yakima. Yanked that one against the Pippens, and now he's got runners on the corners against the same team now at home. 1-2 pitch to Kobe. Takes a swing. Took a little off that one and got a piece of it and fouls it up and out of play. Keeps it a 1-2 count to Kobe. Who is making Arredondo work for it. He was the first batter that Arredondo faced. Last inning, a 10-pitch at-bat that ended in a single. Here's another swing and another foul. So he's fouled a couple of 2-strike pitches on this at-bat. So we'll see the 6th pitch of the at-bat and the 16th pitch today that Ryan Arredondo has thrown to Kobe Morales in just 2 plate appearances. Outfield playing deep to Kobe Morales. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. Ridgefield up 10-4. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Arredondo. Swung on and hit hard to right field. This one will carry to the track, to the wall. Goodbye, baseball. Kobe Morales, his 3rd homer of the year. And the Raptors have taken a 13-4 advantage over the Yakima Valley Pippens. A 3-run home run for Morales. He touches helmets with Caden Connor and Reese Hernandez and Will Chambers and Tapton Hensley. It's the first time this season that 2 different Raptors have homered in the same ball game. And the Raptors lead it by 9 now, putting up 5 runs here in the 7th inning. Grant Heiser has scored. Cody Darcy scored this inning. Caden Connor just scored. Reese Hernandez scored. And Morales touches home plate as the 13th player to score in this ball game for Ridgefield. Nearing their season high of 16 in one game. Mound visit for Ryan Arredondo. Gets a brief talking to. I don't see anyone throwing in the Yakima bullpen right now. They're going to try to roll the dice with Ryan Arredondo and keep throwing with him. One Ridgefield player familiar with him, Jacob Freed, told me, if I asked him if you know Yakima Valley players, and Ryan Arredondo is one. He's never actually talked to him, but he played against him in youth ball. Arredondo, who's from Warden, Washington. Jacob Freed from the Seattle area, Seattle, Washington. Will Chambers to the plate, takes one. Will has had the team. Players are creeping up on him now. Cody Darcy tied him today. They're now tied in the West Coast League first place position with 4 home runs. Will Chambers behind 0-1. It's inside. 1-1's the count. Still only 1 out in the inning, and Ridgefield has already scored 5 runs this frame to take a 13-4 lead. Bottom of the 7th. Kobe Morales up to 3 home runs on the year. 1-1 pitch is outside, 2-1. Ridgefield was not leading the league as a team in home runs, one of the few offensive categories they were not in first place in, but now they are with the couple home runs today. Will Chambers puts a dent in one to deep right field, and it's off the glove of the right fielder Fernandez. Now Chambers will dig for second. The throw in is not in time, and Will Chambers in for a 1-out double, and the 7th inning just keeps getting better. Off the tip of the glove by Fernandez, who went sprinting.